Hi lads and lasses, welcome to the workshop here at Outlaw Guitars with me, Rob, and welcome to the Great Guitar Build Off. It is the 1st of April and the Great Guitar Build Off officially gets underway today. So what am I going to be doing? I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try and build a tartan guitar, and if I can pull it off, I think it'll look really good. So can I pull it off? I don't know, but there's going to be an awful lot of gluing, a good bit of swearing, so that is the plan. I don't know if it can be done, and if it can be done, I don't know if I'm good enough to do it, but that is the plan. So now we've got that, we know what we need to do for this. So we'll put a centre line on them, and then we'll take them to the table saw and we'll get them cut. Now I've got these cut, we'll measure them, and then we'll find out what we need to do. That's going to be the start of our body. Then we need to cut it that way, and then glue it the other way, so that we've got a check pattern. I'm just going to square these off, and then I'm going to cut these before I glue them up. First part of the journey done. Now we're ready for the glue up on the first section. Okay, there we go. First look. Well, we'll get the sander out. We'll just get that a quick going over with the sander. Then we'll think about getting these cut. I think I'm going to need another block of ash to make up a 4-4, and then that way when I turn it I can offset one so I've got the check pattern. Fell at the first hurdle already. Change of plan. I've got alder here and I've got mahogany here. I can do the same there, glue them up, then when they're glued I can then cut and then add the mahogany and alder, and then you're getting a contrast in the squares as well, right? You cut them, you add them, and then I'll have enough for 2 guitars. I'll still need another bit of ash. There we go. Just a way of seeing the guy that I got that spot at beach from, and hopefully we'll get the right dimensions. Should be able to get the right dimensions out of that. Mark it up and we'll cut this bit off here, and then we'll work it down for there to get the right size. I've got this piece done now, so all we need to do is get it glued onto this bit. Probably the same again tomorrow with the mahogany and the alder. Let's get it glued up. There. I think I'm going to do the other wood tomorrow, so that we have a combination of 4 different colours before we even start the tartan striping. There we have it, part 1 of the tartan complete so far. Now I'm going to get on and cut the mahogany and the alder, get them glued up. These are got to be cut in the exact same way, but there's no point in going through the full process. When you've seen me doing one, you've seen me doing them all. Right, as you can see, that's more yellow than the ash. The ash is more white, so it will give it a contrast. So we need to get these bits glued up, and then we'll be ready for part 2. And then we'll get it cut to size. Now you can see the difference between that, and that. What we need to do now, we need to get this sanded flat both sides before we glue up. Then we'll have a slab of wood ready to make the tartan. Now that's a better look at it now, once it's all sanded up, so you can see what it's going to be like now. So right, now we'll get it glued up, and that'll be that one for the day. Well, we've got glue squeeze out right along, top and bottom, so it's all good. That's gone nowhere. There we go. Looks alright there. Now all I need to do is get all the stuff cleaned up properly, then we'll go through what I'm thinking of doing, what kind of pattern I'm going to be making. Right, so as you can see, this is going to be the tartan pattern. Now I need to cut them out, and then I need to put an inlay in each one that way. Yeah, I marked it out a bit better so you can see what I intend to do. I need a bandsaw. I really need the bandsaw to get it, to do this work, because I'm going to use oak, but even that is far too thick. I need half that. Right, so we'll half that, and then we'll put them on there and along there, thin it down, then put the veneer onto them, and that way you've got the blue. And then I'm going to do the same on this, that. I prefer use the black veneer where you see the black lines. Tartan wood! Now you know what it's going to look like, ish. I've numbered them all, so I know where everything's going to be, and everything's got to be where it's supposed to be, you know what I mean? So that square and that square, they've all been glued together. I need to put these through the bandsaw now that I've got a bandsaw. We have our lateral and we have our vertical. Today we are going to cut these parts here out, and then we're going to put the veneers in and get it glued up for the first piece of the first part. We have pieces. Next part will be putting these parts in. And putting the veneers in between them. So there'll be 3 bits going in here. Instead of black and blue now, we are going to do blue and white. Seeing as it's tartan, I thought blue and white, saltire colours, and the white I'll just brighten up a bit instead of black and blue. Okay, scary bit. I'm maybe have to do this in more than one glue up. Oh, this has got to be tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. That's what I was worried about. Need pressure on that all the time. One glue up done. So tomorrow it'll be the blue that goes in there, and then that's that part done. And then it's these stripes. Here's a look at kinda what we've got just now. Now, as I say, next ones are them, and that'll be in the blue. Same again, rinse and repeat, and hopefully it'll turn out okay. Right, we have our next pieces to put together now. Second verse, same as the first. I'll need to fill that up. Let's get it clamped up again. There you go. That gives you a wee idea. And then the white ones will go through there to break it up. Yesterday we put our first of the long stripes in, and today I'll be putting in the white stripes. No the group, but the white stripes. If I want the tartan to be 3D, I'm going to have to make a top. Right, we have the first part of the tartan finished. Still need to thickness it down a wee bit because we've still got the middle bit and the top to put on, but that's that just now. So there's still more fun to be had. First part done for the top. We've got a piece here that will work fine. So what we'll do is we'll take it to the bandsaw, we'll cut it down, cut it across there, and then put it through the thicknesser, and then we'll recut it. Right, we've got the blue and white done on this side. Now what I need to do is get the blue and white done on that side, and that's the second part just about done. I just need to give this a clean up now, that bit a clean up now, then we'll be able to get the veneers in there, glue it up, and we're good. Beautiful. That's what we're wanting. Nice and flat. And that's the final veneer glue up before the body blank gets made into one. Now we can get this bad boy glued up. We have a one piece, we have a one piece body. There you go, that gives you a look at what it's like once the veneers were in and all that. We have our body blank. We can now move on to stage 2 designing. We are finished stage 1 of the build.